Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last part, we finished up the first dungeon and our father sort of died. Fun! Hey Link, what'd you do? The Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Jumping to conclusions. It's times like this I wish Link could talk. Mind you, we have a fairy with us who could very easily explain everything that just happened to Mido, but... Either way, with our business in Kokiri Forest done, it's time for us to leave as the Great Deku Tree told us to at the end of the last part. What? Where are you going? To the castle? Where's the castle? Outside the forest, because there's not one in the forests. We Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? That is a wrinkle in this plan I did not think about. Forest folk shall not leave these woods. So our father's sending us to die. I accept this fate. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you're different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this, Ocarina. Please take good care of it. We received the Fairy Ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Set to the C buttons and press C to start playing it. On the Select Item subscreen, you can set it to either the C buttons and then use that C button to start playing it. You can play different notes with A and the 4 C buttons. Press B to quit playing or to start your song over again. When you play my Ocarina, I hope you'll think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Certainly a lot less green out here. And now to place the Ocarina on my bottom C button and to almost never move it from there. Always have an Ocarina on you, it's just going to make things a lot simpler in the long run.
Whoa! Link, look up here! It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times.
Okay, I accidentally pressed the B button to skip his dialogue. He speaks a lot, so, sometimes that happens.
Go straight this way and you'll see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and Z or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing you which way you should go next. Did you get all that?
Yes.
Alright then, I'll see you around.
Meet Kapora Gabora. He's just going to show up and talk to us sometimes like that. Get used to it. So that is our map subscreen. I am seldom going to use it. For now, I want to head due north, all the way to the very northern part of the map. However, here's the thing. What's up there is our next major town, and it's closed to access during the night, because in Hyrule Field, day and night pass. Day, I believe, lasts 2 minutes and 30 seconds, whereas night lasts 1 minute and 30 seconds for a about 4-minute day-night cycle. And to get there soon enough, just from leaving Kokiri Forest, you need to do the backwalking trick I talked about, I think back in part 1, where you generally just move faster when you backrun like this. You can also side run just by pressing left or Z targeting, then moving left or right. or even side hopping and backflipping, but I just prefer to backwalk because it's the quietest. With that said, I just wanted to get to the gate before nightfall, as in order to get a good amount of money for early game, this door is actually our best friend. You see, if you either climb the chains or wait for night to come and climb to the top of it, you can find 3 red rupees hidden on the top of this that you just have to get to certain points to activate them. Getting 60 rupees like this quickly is very useful for early game purchases or minigame. Oh god, I fell to the floor again. Good for purchases. And additionally, there's another money farm right here in this storage area. Soldier headquarters. We actually never learn what this place is. But there's a lot of pots, which means a lot of money. A lot of green rupees in particular, but you occasionally get some blues. And there's another reason to come in here. There's a gold skulltula hidden in this box that you can break by rolling into it. I forget if some of the ones inside buildings like this spawn only during nighttime. I just recommend it being nighttime to make things a bit simpler all the same. The general rule of thumb is, with gold skulltulas, is that in the overworld, they'll only show up at nighttime. Dungeons, they'll always be there, and anything else depends on the skulltula. Either way, this isn't the most grandiose introduction to it, given that it's nighttime, and therefore we don't have the catchy music, but this is Hyrule Castle Town Market. There are things we can do here, but I'm not going to be looking at any of those right now because I just want to head onto the plot for right now. Hey, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malin. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. Well, that's disconcerting. So I guess for now, let's just head on to the castle since there's nothing we can do in town right now. Welcome to Hyrule Castle. I believe the Hyrule Field theme's playing here normally, but it's nighttime. And we just get this atmospheric... Oh, God!
Hey, Link, this way. The princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. On this ground, time flows normally. But time stands still while you're in Lon Lon Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, well, which way are you going to go now? Do you want to hear what I said again?
No.
Oh, you're a smart kid. Good luck then.
I think my voice for this character has changed accents 3 to 4 times in under 8 minutes, which might be a new record for the channel, honestly. Either way, at this point, I am waiting, because I want to do something in Hyrule Castle Town, and I need it to be daytime for that. Moving forward past this, I'm going to be cutting out any waits for day and night, and even then there's going to be ways around that later on anyway. I just want to show you what the process is generally like. I also could have technically progressed in the plot, but I want to go to do the thing in Hyrule Castle Town first. Now, Hyrule Castle Town has a couple of minigames in it, only one of which you can really do right now. The big attraction is that there's 2 shops you can buy things at. The potion shop, which has various scattered items you can put into receptacles later on. I can't do any of that right now. And the bazaar, which has namely a shield you can buy for, I think, 80 rupees right now. But I want to head into the shooting gallery for right now. Do you want to play a game? It's 20 rupees per play. Sure. Okay, this is a game for grown-ups. Hyrule's famous shooting gallery. Take aim at the targets from that platform over there. Can you hit 10 targets? You get 15 shots. Draw your weapon with B. Are you ready? Go for a perfect score. Good luck. We need to shoot 10 rupees here. I think it's 2 greens, 4 reds, and 4 blues. For getting these all within 15 shots, you get a very particular reward. However, if you fail, you have to try again, and it costs 20 rupees per play. Most of the time. If you get within, I think, 2 of getting all 10 shots like this, he goes, almost, well, alright, I'll give you another shot for free. You can do that endlessly until you get them all. Wonderful, bravo, perfect. Here's a fantastic present. And we get a Deku Seeds bullet bag. This bullet bag can hold up to 40 Slingshot bullets. So now instead of a max of 30 Deku Seeds for the Slingshot, we can carry up to 40. Each and every single one of the limited reserve items you have, such as the Deku Seeds, the Deku Nuts, the Deku Sticks, they all have capacity upgrades you can get throughout the game, and I'm getting them all, of course. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around their castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give you this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. And we get a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Set it to the C and see what happens. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to the C buttons, and then press C to use it. You can't use it on much. I think if you try to show it to adults, they'll just go either, what the hell are you doing with an egg? Why are you showing this to me? Or just say nothing. The statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. That's a gossip stone. Their main purpose won't be clear until later, though they do react in many different ways to many different items throughout the game, but if you strike them with your sword, they'll tell you what time it currently is. And over here we got a sign. Dead end. Keep in mind that for later. Alright, so what we have here is a stealth section. If we get spotted by the guards, we get thrown outside that gate that was on the left side of the screen a moment ago. You can pay the guard on the outside after you get thrown out once to just get let in for, I think, like 20 or 30 rupees. But this is not a hard stealth section after your first playthrough, as they have very limited cones of vision. I think sometimes they're sensitive to sound, like the ones coming up here at the gate on the right of me. I have to make sure I jump into this river coming up to avoid getting seen by them. But they're easy enough to dodge. It's an intro stealth section. They're just making sure you realize, okay, I have to be stealthy here. And once we're outside the castle, it almost becomes a waiting game, really. More on that in a moment, because if we look around here, yeah, there's a person sleeping outside the castle. Welcome to our ranch. It's so fun. Come on, walk around. That is Malon's father. And he's blocking the way because we need to push the blocks in such a way to get into that little thing over there. So we need to wait for this egg to hatch. It takes until the next day. I think even if you get it at night, it takes until the next, like, full day cycle begins. But don't quote me on that part, honestly. So I just need to wait around here. I think they intend for you to get thrown out by the guards the first time, see her, and then spend an entire day-night cycle failing at the stealth minigame. But for repeat playthroughs, that's obviously not exactly going to be a thing. Although I do want to get thrown out for one particular purpose, because I actually forgot to get something a few moments ago. During the nighttime, don't mind that jump cut, that was me checking something on my notes, you can roll into this tree to have a gold Skulltula fall out. I could have grabbed this later, but I'd rather get it now while I'm waiting for the day-night cycle anyway. With that, now let's head back and cut back to when the day-night cycle is beginning, because once that cuckoo crows, our egg is going to hatch. Look, a chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life. And now we have that chicken. Well, we have a guy sleeping. Loud noises are made by chickens in the morning. Do the math. Also, I don't know why, I've always really liked that particular sprite on the C buttons for the Kuko. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of the Lon Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest and I guess I fell asleep. What? Malon was looking for me. Oh, I'm gonna catch her now. I messed up bad leaving Malon behind to wait for me. Oh, she's really gonna let me have it. You know, I'm almost impressed you can run that fast, especially after just waking up, because my legs are usually half dead when I wake up like that. With him out of the way, though, we can now push these blocks like the ones, these crates like they're the boxes from the Deku Tree dungeon. And, well, you can see there's a very clear hole in the wall around them. Coming over here, we need to push them so we can jump over to that little moat outlet thing there. Drain? What is that? Because if you look carefully, the hole that the water's coming out of is just the right size for us to crawl through, like the crawl spaces back in the Kokiri Forest and the Deku Tree itself. So we're just breaking into a castle. This would become a theme in Zelda games moving forward. I think almost every single Zelda game, at least in 3D, has had a section like this since. Even some of the 2D ones, really, now that I think about it. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 4, we're going all Metal Gear Solid in a castle. See you guys then.